据说前几天在深圳举办了一场千人相亲大会。
A few days ago, Shenzhen held a large-scale matchmaking event for thousands of people. Interestingly, many women arrived at the scene only to find that almost no men showed up. Naturally, everyone wondered, why was this? In fact, men have long understood the reality of the situation. For men with good economic conditions, they simply don't need to attend such matchmaking events, while men with average economic conditions may not achieve any favorable outcomes even if they do attend. Think carefully, and it's clear, truly outstanding men rarely enter the matchmaking market, as they likely have plenty of opportunities in everyday life. And those men who rely on matchmaking events to find partners are often the ones who don't understand how to attract women. Sending a man who doesn't know how to pursue women to chase after the most selective women in the matchmaking market, isn't that a joke? Therefore, men shouldn't always think about trying their luck at matchmaking events. Many people now agree with this saying, a matchmaking event is like the evening vegetable market, where all the good picks are already taken, and what's left are the unwanted leftovers.
Here's a new update for everyone. Recently, a large matchmaking event in Shenzhen, with a turnout of thousands, surprisingly saw almost no men in attendance. Many women were left extremely disappointed and filled with questions. Why are men no longer attending these matchmaking events? On this topic, an older single man shared his thoughts. He described the matchmaking event as resembling a vegetable stall in a market where the produce has already been on display for some time. The remaining vegetables aren't fresh, don't look appealing, and their taste has greatly diminished. In his analogy, these leftover vegetables are of average quality, which is why they remain unsold on the stall. What's even more frustrating is that these leftover vegetables are priced very high. Men without money can't afford these leftover vegetables, and men with money aren't interested in them. What are everyone's thoughts on this matter?
This is happening in the US as well. No men are showing up at singles events, and even the clubs have seen a large decline in men. Same thing with dating apps. They are charging men to have premium features but cater all the features to the women. So, men are paying money for a significantly worse service, and now the dating apps have it where women collect men just to interact with them, so women can now only be matched with up to 6 men at one time.
深圳王婆说媒活动空无一人。
Has everyone heard? Recently, there was a highly anticipated matchmaking event called the Wangpa Matchmaking Fair, held in Shenzhen. Surprisingly, this large-scale matchmaking event was almost deserted. Only a few spectators showed up near the end of the event. This situation has left people sighing, as not only men were absent, but women also showed little enthusiasm. With the rising popularity of Wangpa matchmaking events in Hunan, more places have started hosting similar events, aiming to boost local recognition and attract more attention. However, at the recent matchmaking fair in Shenzhen, the scene was unexpectedly quiet. This isn't the first time such events have faced similar awkwardness in various cities. For example, at a recent matchmaking event in Hangzhou, Zhejiang, there were thousands of female applicants, yet hardly any men attended. What could be causing men to be so indifferent to these matchmaking events? One older single man openly shared his thoughts. He said, "Why have men woken up now? Because men feel that attending these matchmaking fairs is pointless. Men with good prospects won't participate in such events, while men with less favorable conditions attend only to be looked down upon by women, humiliating themselves at the matchmaking scene." Moreover, some men complain that men are required to pay a fee to attend these events, while women can enter for free. This fee arrangement makes many men feel it's unfair and leaves them resentful toward the event. This recent Wangpa matchmaking fair in Shenzhen has further shaken men's confidence, as they often find themselves looked down upon by women and subjected to unrealistic demands. However, these women seem to overlook their own situations, as if convinced there are over 30 million single men in China waiting for them to choose.
Why would guys still go there when the women at these events treat it like boutique shopping? Free entry, no real investment on their end, apart from maybe spending an hour to see if they can spot a diamond. While guys have to pay to attend, and if they are not that catchy diamond, they get passed over and are embarrassed. I can spend my days much better with some friends doing stuff we like and just hanging out somewhere less official and trying my luck there and finding a woman to talk to in an organic way. Men have realized they're not the guys women are singing about in love songs. Plain and simple. Why waste time and money to only reconfirm what we already know? Matchmaking events today feel like competitions where men have to win over women by proving their worth. It's exhausting and it doesn't build real connections.
哎呀，以后我再不要去那个相亲角了，知道吧？
Today was truly an unforgettable experience. Brothers, I never want to go to that matchmaking corner again. Do you know what happened? Today was the last day of my holiday, and I thought I'd go to the matchmaking corner in a park in Shenzhen to try my luck. However, as soon as I got there, I was stunned. Shenzhen on a weekend was absolutely packed with people. The whole park was filled with people. It was almost impossible to move. Every corner was crowded with adults, kids, and even elderly folks gathering together, blocking any way to move forward. As soon as I arrived at the matchmaking corner, I hadn't even taken a few steps before a group of older ladies surrounded me completely. The sight startled me. I thought something had happened, but it turned out these older ladies were coming straight for me. They asked directly, "Is your child a boy or a girl? We're also looking for a match for our children, seeing if there's anyone suitable." Brothers, that left me completely dumbfounded. I stood there, thinking, do I really look that old? I'm only 42 years old, yet they mistook me for a parent looking to find a match for my child. It was sheer humiliation. I felt so embarrassed that I wanted to find a hole to hide in. To save a little face, I forced myself to explain to the older ladies that I was actually there looking for a partner for myself, as I'm divorced. Unexpectedly, as soon as they heard that I was looking for someone for myself, even more older ladies gathered around, all enthusiastically inquiring about my qualifications. They told me, "We have a few single ladies here too, who are also divorced from their spouses, now in their 50s, retired, helping their children with life in Shenzhen, and able to cook and do laundry." One lady even directly offered herself, asking if I had any specific conditions, as she could meet them all. So, I briefly introduced myself, saying that I'm 42, working in software development here, and just came to see if I could find a companion for myself. Unexpectedly, one older lady immediately responded, saying she'd be willing to date me. She said she's just over 50, in good health, able to do laundry, cook, and take care of people. None of that would be a problem. Plus, she has a pension and wouldn't ask me to buy a house or car. Just renting a place in Shenzhen together would be enough for her. Although she was very sincere, I still felt embarrassed because I initially hoped to find a younger woman under 30, or perhaps a divorced woman in her 30s. But the reality was, I was surrounded by women over 50, all vying to speak with me, even blocking my way to leave.
I find it most interesting that men of both the East and West have gotten fed up with how materialistic and frankly deluded these women have become. Social media has frankly been more harmful than good. Funny how women think that men are the only ones that have to try in a relationship and they don't have to put in any effort. This isn't just in China, it's literally everywhere. Most men don't go to singles events because the women who attend wouldn't choose them anyway. Why not stay home and get rejected for free? Low wages for the smaller dog, high expectations from women. Astonishingly, we hear the same story either from Chinese or American smaller dogs. The ugly truth everywhere: you can't date more than once a month at lower class wages. It is not the women, it is not the men. It is the system, the corporate shrewdness that keeps the lower middle class broke. Thanks for watching The Circle of Kings. As always, we're looking forward to your support. So please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with everything all kings like yourself need to know.